Well, hello there, everybody. 'Tis I, Photo Dave, and this is the Thursday night live stream. And for tonight's topic, there is no topic. This is a nice little chill chat. You guys are basically running the show, but if we run out of things to talk about, don't worry, I've got us covered. Now, before we get into it, as always, I've got to show off what's going on as far as Patreon, which is. Give me a sec. This is me pushing buttons. That's not the button I want. That would have taken you to my StreamYard login page, and that's no good. That is this month's Patreon photo contest. The theme is action. So you get to be, if you're in the $5 or greater Patreon tier, which is the Grande tier, then feel free to take some shots. You might as well enter. If you're in that tier, several people are, you might as well give it a shot, because who knows what you're going to win? I do. The winner will win the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive M. Bison Player 2 version, the teal one with a bit of red. So what you have to do to enter this is find this image on the Toypixx Patreon and then email your submission to toypixx@gmail.com. So that's what I've got. Let's see what's going on in ye old chat. Sci-Fi George, greetings and toytations, sir. What's going on? Oh, let's see. By the way, Articulated Ninja did an excellent video a couple days ago about pricing and expectations for the Maximum line. Highly recommend. I might have to check that out. Much appreciated, sir. I know I'm not the one to talk about pricing, but it is interesting to see what other people's takes are. Spaded One just sold my entire Toon TMNT collection. End of an era. Wow, man. Did you part it out or did you actually sell the whole thing? Because, whew, either way, that's got to be a massive undertaking. Man, okay. So let's look here. Let's see what we've got going on. I did want to talk about, hang on, we're about there. Because I know, you know that I was going to talk about this kind of thing anyway. Because 'tis I. And we all know, well, I mean, if you've been watching for a bit, you know at least, that I am a big fan. Let's see here. What am I doing? What am I doing, folks? Where am I going with all the things here? I need to log out of this. Here we go. All right. Sorry, things are broken. I'm pretty sure. No, nothing's broken. But anyway, I'm all over the place. So here we go. We knew I was going to be talking a little bit about this just because I pretty much brought it up entirely. We finally have the Tim Drake Robin coming from Batman Hush. But before we get into that, Mr. McDysentery answering questions. Sold as a lot. 96 figures plus dios and accessory packs. Holy crap, man. On the plus side, that should at least fund 2 or 3 MAFEX figures. Okay, a lot more than 2 or 3 MAFEX figures, but still, that's awesome, man. Congratulations on making that happen. It's always nice to, it's awesome to collect stuff, but it's also awesome to realize, you know what? Maybe I don't need this so much. I can get rid of this so that I can get something else. So it's always cool when you find different ways of adjusting your collection. It's kind of crazy. So, okay, I want to talk a little bit about this Tim Drake Robin from MAFEX, because you guys know that, well, if you've been listening for a while, you do know this. But if you haven't, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You guys know that MAFEX is pretty much it when it comes to action figures, at least as far as yours truly is concerned. And when it comes to the sublines within MAFEX, Batman Hush is my favorite one. So, of course, I'm stoked to see Tim here. This Robin looks perfect. The one thing I wish we would see, and I know he's an older teenager here, but I wish there was a picture kind of showing him standing next to a Hush Batman or somebody else from the Hush line. Still, how can you hate on this? This is absolutely wonderful. MAFEX is always absolutely crushing it when it comes to the comic book likenesses. I am highly stoked. This takes my total of MAFEX figures that I have to get this year, if this is released by the end of this year, to 5. And that's insanity because let's see, what do I need? I need Scarecrow, I need Riddler, I need Rogue, I need Jubilee, and now I need Robin here. So let's see what everybody's talking about when it comes to the boy Wanda. If we are indeed funded all kinds of goodies, Hot Toys, Mezco, Mafex, and Gundam. Oh, I forgot the Gundam thing. You are to Gundam, like as far as getting back into Gundam, I think, as I am to Transformers. I think we're on a similar kind of thing here. That's awesome, man. I'm stoked for you. Like, it is cool when you finally just decide to pull the trigger and decide, you know what? I don't need this anymore. Let's jump in on something else. And it's always cool to see because I don't know how often people really do that. Like, it was kind of liberating when I sold off all my Marvel Legends, except now I have to throw this in there. I still have Cowboy Logan. I did get the highly articulated Black Widow. I have Stan Lee and I have Galactus. So I do have some Legends, but I had, I think, around 150 Legends figures. And there is something about just clearing all that space that's kind of awesome. I don't know. Maybe that's just me chatting about that kind of thing. Maybe I'm all over the place. So, who is stoked about Robin here? Is anybody else looking at this and thinking like I am, holy geez, I'm going to need that Robin? Because I got to tell you, again, I'm going to need that Robin. I do wonder, everybody's always looking for reuse in these lines. So I'm looking at this going, I wonder if that's the same staff as Gambit. I don't think that's the same staff as Gambit. I don't see any lines running through it at all. Let's see. No, it looks pretty flat, pretty cylindrical all the way down. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to really dig this figure for sure. Levelhead, what's going on, man? Howdy, figure friends. Howdy to you. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. What are you thinking when it comes to Robin? And forget that also, what are you thinking? What do you have to contribute? What do you want to know? What are you wanting to talk about when it comes to action figures or action figure photography? Because this was the main thing I was stoked about, was checking out Timmy here. I'm pretty excited about this, but that could just be me. We will get out of this though, because there's also a Killmonger figure that got announced, and I think a lot of people are going to be stoked about this. I don't really do the movie figures so much, but they look pretty good when other people do. Although I'm not sure that likeness is all that great. Hang on, we'll get to it. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's, the middle head is okay. Every time MAFEX, and I say this as someone who loves MAFEX, keep in mind, every time MAFEX tries to put a lot of expression on their faces, like the one on the far right there, something always seems off. But on the other hand, whenever any of us put that kind of expression on our faces, things look off. So who really knows what's going on when it comes to that? I have no idea. Levelhead looks like a pretty slick Robin fig. Was wondering if anyone was able to snag the McFarlane Toys Power Girl that went on sale this morning. I didn't even give it a shot, Levelhead. Anybody in the chat, go for that Power Girl. Did she, I wasn't even sure, what was she, did she only go up on the McFarlane Toys store, or is she on the various websites? Like if I go to BBTS, is she going to be there? I have not been paying attention as much as I should to some of this stuff. Let's see. Let's click on Power Girl. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I would say, yeah, okay. Well, she was definitely sold out at BBTS. Let's find the other usual haunts here. My guess is if she was sold out at BBTS, she was definitely sold out at Entertainment Earth. Let's see if she ever went up at Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth seems really slow to put stuff up. Yep, sold out. Oh man, even the case of 3 was sold out. Woo, this is me not paying attention. I should have been. I got 2 myself, but they went pretty quick from what I saw. Yeah, they split. They got out of BBTS. They're not at Entertainment Earth. Where else? Hold on. Let's check this. Because if we've still got her out there and people are searching, we might as well see if we can find her for them. Usually what happens is Toyark will have listings and they'll have all their links here. Big Bad, The Chosen Prime. Let's see here. New today. Okay, hold on. I just clicked something and it took me out of there. If I find her, I will let you know she is not at the Chosen Prime. Dang nabbit. Oh, wait. I clicked the wrong link anyway. Guys, I am not good at things. But I didn't see her in the search. I know you're not seeing my search, but don't worry. If I find her, I will be sure to call it up and pull it up. I'm clicking on Toy Geek right now to see if they've got her. It seems like the links aren't even working from Toyark. So my guess is if they're not working, that she is straight up gone. Well, hey, plus side is I'm looking on Toy Geek, which I didn't know about, and now I know I can go there for more Transformers. And of course, Amazon, and if she's not there, which she probably wouldn't be if everybody else is gone, yep, currently unavailable. Okay, well, that was fruitless. That didn't find anything for us. My apologies, folks. But I did check several sites there to see if I could find her, and it was not working out in my favor. Where else? Okay, so we checked Toy Geek, we checked Amazon, we checked the Chosen Prime, we checked Entertainment Earth, and we checked Big Bad Toy Store. Anybody have any other ideas where we might be able to find Power Girl? While I'm taking a swig of delectable Dr. Peppery goodness. No dice. Well, on the plus side, Levelhead was able to grab a couple. So good man. Good job, dude. All right. So we got all that going on. We might as well go to Toyark and go over some of these things. Now, I saw something today from Mega J Retro where it looks like, have you guys noticed, or is this being blown out of proportion? Let me know in the chat. It looks like Super 7 sent out $650 cat slayers with $100 shipping without making the shipping container all that great. Like, it looks like they're showing up to people's homes pretty beat up. Is that something, like I saw that on Mega J Retro, but I haven't really seen it. I did see Mad Hatter posted a picture. So I'm just curious, are people noticing a lot of it? Have there been a lot of people jumping on and saying mine showed up fine? I'm just curious. I keep wanting Super 7 to turn a corner, but every time I think they might be onto it, they just, it's like one step forward, 2 steps back with those guys. Let's see. Levelhead, I managed to find one on Best Buy. Oh, I wonder. I didn't even, why do I still not think of Best Buy as a collectibles place? Let's see. GameStop also had them for a bit. Hang on. Let me check Best Buy. Don't worry. I'm I'm well aware that I am not there, or that this is not on on here while I'm searching. Words are hard for me, apparently. Let's see. DC Multiverse. I'm typing. I'm searching. We're going to see what we can find here. Wait a second. Sold by. Hold on, folks. Oh, okay. It says coming soon. On Best Buy, it does say coming soon, and there's a save button. So if anybody is looking for Power Girl, they don't have her yet. Best Buy does have, it does say coming soon. So it's not saying she's never coming back. And there's the save button. Hang on for a minute. Let me stop this screen and I shall present more here. And all I did was I typed DC Multiverse Power Girl in the search. She came right up, and this is the screen that came up. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner there, it says save. That way, my assumption is when she comes in stock, well, there's a little bell there too. So yeah, I would definitely save this on your Best Buy search if you're looking for Power Girl, because all the others just say sold out and that's it. So this might be a way to go. I will also, now that I'm on Best Buy, let's see about going to GameStop from here. And let's see if she's there. Now, we also know that super popular items tend to pop back up. Remember when Darkseid was super popular and he sold out in a hurry? So my guess is that she'll be back, although I'm not sure Wonder Woman ever popped back up when she was super popular, did she? All right, let's try DC Multiverse Power Girl on GameStop. Come on, GameStop. Uh-oh. She is not showing up here at all. Okay, so yeah, go to Best Buy, do your thing there, see what you can find. Mr. Matson, good to see you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. We're just kind of, it's a nice little chill chat. We're just hanging out. If you have anything you want to bring up or talk about when it comes to figures or figure photography, fire away. Letting you guys run the show tonight. I mean, when you come up with something to say, otherwise, we're just kind of going through. I'm looking at Toy Arc right now. Let me see here. And we're kind of just checking. I did ask if everybody thinks that the Super 7 thing has been blown out of proportion when it comes to the cat slayer, or if you think that it's probably a really big, I mean, obviously it's a huge problem if anybody receives an item that's expensive, that is that expensive, that comes in busted up like they've been showing up as far as the cases are concerned. Some things have been broken and all that, so that's a big deal, I would say, for whomever got them. But is it as widespread a thing as it looks like it is? I'm just curious about that. And then we've got Toy Arc is talking about Thundercats Ultimates Wave 12. I don't tend to talk about that kind of stuff just because it's 1/10 scale and I've been really focusing on 1/12 lately. But if anybody wants to chat about any of this, fire away. We do have the reveals from Star Wars that happened today. I kind of just skimmed through them. There wasn't anything that really caught my attention just because Star Wars tends to not have, they don't have enough extras for me to care, which I know sounds horrible, but like I should absolutely be thrilled that we're getting an Anakin, that we're getting a Rex and all that stuff, and I don't care because there aren't extra hands. Dave, what do you think of the AI toy videos popping up on Instagram? I think they're kind of cool. I mean, I think they're neat. I've seen a few and I've kind of thought, I wonder what I could do there. I'm not, I don't know. You guys have heard me. I'm not so against AI when I'm not sure with that though. I mean, I think they're cool, but I don't know the process. Like, does it work like animation where there's specific keyframes where you take, say, two or three pictures and then you use AI to fill in what's there? That doesn't bother me so much. But if you take one picture or just program it to do something and let it go, I'm a little more sketchy on that. Like, I'll make the AI backgrounds and I'll make the AI effects, but the point is never to make the entire image AI. So I'm not sure. I think they're cool, but it would depend on the process to build them. Mr. Matson, I'm sure it is a big issue. That's the way Super 7 rolls. I mean, I can't argue with that. I'm just curious. Let's see. I can't stand those videos. Only a couple look okay. The rest are just weird. Maybe I've just seen the couple that look okay. See, I recently picked up the Executive Replicas 112 scale Rocketeer. Very cool. Looking forward to getting some photos. Yeah, Mr. Spencer was talking about that the other night. He said it was incredible. So congratulations, Levelhead. That thing does look awesome. I feel like I need to be more into the Rocketeer to really appreciate the figure. My Como of the Isles came in today. I love my Savage Crucible. Which one's Como of the Isles? Hang on. Let's see here. Como of the Isles Savage Crucible. Don't worry, we'll get there. I keep just pushing buttons so I can find stuff. I don't want to send you guys on a wild goose chase with me. Como of the Isles. Oh, okay. Hang on, hang on. Let's check this thing out. We'll get out of Toy Arc. Well, we'll leave that window up, but we'll shut her down so we can go check out Como of the Isles. Okay. Dang. I wish that they'd have it set up so I could just make the picture bigger instead of the zoom. Let's see. That's sweet though. I do like the blue color scheme on this. And is this a redeco of the Lemurian? Yeah, that does look cool. I don't have the Lemurian. I need to get some of these. Like, I have to. I know, but this is the line where mom actually pre-ordered a figure, and I haven't done it. Let's see. Let's see how we're looking in El Chato. Mr. Matson, and now I can't get this song out of my head. You don't want that song. You know what was in my head earlier was like one of the songs from Robin Hood, the old Disney movie. I'm like, how did that happen? I haven't seen Robin Hood in years. Key Largo. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mr. Matson. Now it's on all of us. Why? Why you gotta hit us all with the Kokomo? I believe that was the Beach Boys' last real hit, wasn't it? Let's see. It's from Lemurian Wave. Lemurian is the race. Como is half Atlantan. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. It does look sweet. I do like the blue. Like the blue is really. Hang on, hang on. I feel like, yeah, the blue against the more muted colors. That looks really cool. That gives it kind of, like the poison frogs and I think it's the Amazon or whatever. Like they're super colorful. This is kind of giving that vibe where, yeah, this guy yeah, he's kind of poisonous. He'll just kill you because you looked at him funny or you stepped on his leaf. But yeah, he's pretty sweet. The paint apps on all of them are awesome. Even the slates. That's what I've heard. I haven't heard anybody. I've seen several of the reviews on the Lemurian anyway, and everybody talks about how great the paint is on these things. So yeah, I need to make an adjustment and pick something up from the collection. I love this shot. Like I like whoever they've got taking their photos, I think is doing a really cool job. Like the way they're setting up the pictures. So you've got all this blue there, you've got the contrasting orange in the background. I mean, somebody's just thinking about these shots, which is really cool. Sometimes I see product photos and it looks like they're just not exactly thinking about them so much, you know? But they were definitely thinking about this, even with this faded kind of reddish, like it's a reddish brown a little bit in the background. That just complements everything so well. EJ, oh, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Hey, folks, just stopping in to wish y'all a great 2025. You don't like the NECA, huh? So, what's going on with NECA, EJO? What did they do besides the whole Dio thing? Let's see. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. I likes a lot. All right, let's run from here. Let's check out. We'll head back to. Holy me! I am so big on this screen. Check this out. Cal the Collector, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. What's on your mind? What's on your mind for action figures or action figure photography type stuff? Right now, what I'm doing is it's a good word. It sounds like the word that must be preached from on high, really, EJO. So anyway, Cal, what are you thinking, man? What do you got? What do you got? Just waiting on our mystery boxes for over a month. Oh man, I didn't know it was taking them that long. Like I figured they'd have those pretty much set to go. All right, so there we go. There's something to talk about. But like I said, I'm gonna go through this Toy Arc page. And if you guys come up with stuff you want to know or you want to talk about when it comes to figures, feel free to add it to the chat. And I'll start going through right now. This is what I was talking about, where, I'm just not, I love Star Wars and I love the Clone Wars. Like, I should be totally geeked about this stuff. But because they don't come with things like extra hands, I'm almost ambivalent, which is terrible to say about Star Wars. So let me see here. What do we have? So we've got a lot of vintage collection, and obviously I just don't do that so much. Anakin, let's look at Rex. Let's see if anybody's got Rex up. Let's see here. Okay, you can pre-order Rex and Anakin on Entertainment Earth. I know that I didn't necessarily show that, but now on BBTS, let's see. Well, it should take us to, yep, you can pre-order Rex and Anakin on BBTS as well. So they're still readily available. It makes me sad that I'm so ambivalent when it comes to this line, though. Like, that's kind of disheartening. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be stoked about all things Star Wars. Let's see, they started selling 400 and 200 boxes and selling VIP boxes behind a paywall. I didn't know about, first off, I only knew about one size and I didn't know they did a VIP thing, but they haven't shipped all of the mystery boxes that people paid for over a month ago. Wow. So are you saying that there was one size and then they added all these without shipping those? So now they're kind of sitting there. Now you got to be suspicious. Okay, what are they actually putting in these now that they know a lot of people are ordering them? Are they really just going and finding all the junk they can find and throwing them in there? And these were the boxes where you got to pick a theme, right? So if you were into turtles, you got to say that you wanted a TMNT surprise box or whatever, correct? The mystery box. Okay, now DC Multiverse. Okay, we just went through Power Girl, and remember, folks, if you didn't get your Power Girl, go to Best Buy and do the save option because it's the only one that's still saying currently unavailable. Or, like, hang on, let me go back to that so I can tell you exactly what it's saying. Because I know a lot of people, it sounds like, probably missed out and are probably going to be pretty ticked and want to get their Power Girl. But again, I think McFarlane's getting better about if a figure's super popular. I think they're getting better about like doing a second and third run or whatever. Maybe not a third run, but a second run. Okay, so I'm on the page with Power Girl right now. You can save her, and it says coming soon. So it's not saying that she's sold out, although they might have sold out. But you can save Power Girl on the Best Buy website. Just do a search for DC Multiverse Power Girl. Go to there, click the link, and you'll see a share, or I'm sorry, you'll see a save button, and you'll see a bell. So I'm assuming if you do all that, you'll get notified when she comes back into stock on Best Buy. Wow, I feel like this is all stuff that I'm going to end up talking about quite a bit. Let's see. Yep, it was just 500 boxes or $500 boxes for 129, and some did ship, but a lot of the people have been waiting well over 30 days. Ooh, spaded one. Looks like I picked a good time to get out of NECA. Yep. Stop sniffing glue, all that stuff. Okay. CEGO. What I see in the mystery boxes looks pretty good, though, aside from some, let's see, damaged boxes. Oh, yeah. That'll leave a mark. Anton, hey guys, that Captain Cold, that Power Girl, and Guy Gardner look pretty awesome. Sam says, let's see, says, I'm the last of the Time Lords. Yep. I mean, they look cool. They look cool. What we were trying to find out is where you can still find Power Girl. And it looks like if you go to Best Buy, it says coming soon. You can save it and click a bell, and hopefully it'll let you know if she comes back into alert or into stock. I believe Entertainment Earth has a little bell function as well. I don't know about BBTS. It's just usually when I'm on BBTS looking for something, I can usually find it. So I'm just not sure. EJO, I like McFarlane a lot. Used to love NECA, but things are getting sketchy. Might have to tide myself over with some Hasbro. Yep. Yeah, NECA, I don't know, man. Ever since the Donatello's lab thing, things have seemed a little funky. So hopefully they can turn it around a bit. Because, I mean, the stuff I have from them, I really dig. Anton, this is a bit off topic, but did anybody, let's see the Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan movie? It's awesome. I have not seen the Bob Dylan movie, but I have heard things, and I did watch a biography on him the other day, actually. But yeah, I have not seen that. What did you think? I mean, you said it's awesome. So how was it awesome, Anton? Did they just structure it really nicely? Did it feel like a biography? Or I mean, I'm assuming he didn't write it, so I'm guessing it's not an autobiographical account. God forbid I go back to Marvel Legends. Star Wars can be fun though. I mean, I do agree. I haven't gotten a Star Wars figure from Hasbro in a while. Honestly, I don't remember. I think the only one I've got really in my collection that would be like 1/12 scale is the Yoda from the Luke Skywalker Yoda 2-pack when they were on Dagobah. That's it. And I've got the SHF Yoda on pre-order. But yeah, no. Makes me sad. I want to love the Black Series, but they're going to need to work harder for the money for that to happen. Anton, the Ninja Turtles just released a Jack Kirby action figure. Ah, the Ninja Turtles. I have that Jack Kirby action figure. I believe he was released last year. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have a Kirby. I've got a Kirby and a Stan Lee in the collection. That makes me happy. Sci-Fi George, yeah, I saw the same thing from Mega J Retro. There's a few vids with people getting messed up boxes. Yeah, and I'm just curious about it. I'm wondering if anybody's getting a sense because I just haven't been paying that much attention. I'm curious if people are getting a sense of how widespread that is. Anton, well, I'm a movie critic, so I reviewed it for my sister's paper, and it's really great. The actor from the new Dune movie really knows, did not lip sync to any of the music. Really, Anton? And it's Chalamet, isn't it? Timothy Chalamet? Is he the star of that? Or am I just making things up? EJO, has Hasbro been getting any better? They were backsliding for a while. I can only tell you that I recently started going back and getting some of their Transformers. And I can tell you that for those, they feel better than what initially turned me off from them like 4 or 5 years ago. So that seems better. I haven't picked up a Marvel Legend or a Black Series. I haven't even picked up a G.I. Joe in a while. But the last one I got was Cobra Commander, the one with the chrome faceplate, and he seems pretty good. But G.I. Joe, I feel like, gets a lot of love from Hasbro, where other licenses, not quite as much, just because of licensing and all that stuff. Anton, it's from a book called Bob Dylan Goes Electric. So he goes from a folk singer to rock and roll legend. Okay. I did see the biography I saw was talking about how people hated because when he went on tour, they expected the folk singer, but he started giving them a lot of rock, a lot more electric stuff, and people did not like that so much. They learned to like it later. Maybe MAFEX will do a Bob Dylan figure next. That would be sweet. Has MAFEX ever done like a musician line? That MAFEX doing a musician line would be a blast. EJO, they put more work value into GI Joe and Transformers because they own them, and that makes total sense for sure. But I'm just saying, like, I haven't picked up. I feel like the most popular line that Hasbro puts together is probably Marvel Legends, and they just weren't doing anything for me, and so I just haven't. I haven't picked one up. I haven't gotten a new Legend since the articulated Black Widow, and before her, I hadn't gotten a new Legend since Galactus. So I just don't pick any of them up. Now I like the articulated Black Widow. I just wish she had a ball peg waist instead of what she does have. So I'm the wrong person to ask. Can anyone else answer the question being posed here by EJO? Has Hasbro been getting better with their figure quality? Anton, yes, you're absolutely right. He just got an Oscar nomination. Oh, I do feel like I need to see that, Anton. Thank you. I knew that they were announcing the Oscar nominations today, weren't they? Let's see. Saw Hot Toys Michael Jackson today. Oh dear. This is you shopping for Hot Toys already with some of that sweet, sweet Toon Turtle money, isn't it, Spaded One? Was he black or white? I don't know what that even means. Let's see. Black Series Tatooine Luke that just came out looks good. They redid Luke and Leia, and I have heard people, well, I've seen people at least on the Twitter sphere saying that they're not bad. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know things. Dragon Ball, let's see, SHF, Broly and Cooler reissue, Arcane League of Legends. Oh, here we go. There's something else you gotta be looking at, Spaded One. Holy crap. I don't know what League of Legends is or Arcane, but that's me being a bad nerd. But those are some serious fists. Do not mess with her. Yeah, this is one thing I can't get into. I can't do hot toys because that's a rabbit hole that I'm not sure I would recover from. Walking Dead, 5-inch scale. Ah, Motu and Thundercats. That's at least interesting. I do like what Motu's doing as far as the crossovers are concerned. EJO. I think my last Black Series I bought was a pair of Jawas on sale. Yeah, it's just been a while. I think Hasbro has certainly upped their game. Been impressed with a lot of Marvel Legends and G.I. Joes lately. I will say that when they revealed that Maximum Spider Man, I'm blown away by the sculpting. I think the sculpting, they did a fantastic job. My only complaint with that figure, honestly, is the fact that he doesn't have the ball peg waist. Aside from that, he looks pretty, pun intended, amazing. When is that ROM figure available? I have no idea, Anton. Have they even put him up for pre-order? I think they ended up having to show him, but I'm not sure pre-order went up yet. See, I grabbed my first hot toy today, or hot tots, baited one. I don't know that you want you have you never had tots? Tots. Sorry. Anyway, that's all I had. Grabbed my first hot toy today. Avengers Campus Spider-Man. Actively scared to touch it. Yep, I would understand that. Yes, they just did. Okay, got it. The new Dune is also good, both parts. I know. I've heard great things about that, and I've got to check it out. Like, that feels like something I need to see. EJO, I got to catch up with a bunch of Wolverines I missed. Man, last year they made tons of those too. So you'll have no shortage of catching up there. Tots. All right, let's see here. All right, so we've got a Mumra, Lion-O, Chitara, and Skelly. We got Skeletor. Is that Skeletor with Mumra stuff? And then is that Battle Cat? Like a Battle Cat Panthro crossover? Hang on. Let's see. Thundercat Skalra action figure. I'm assuming that's the one on the far right there. Lion-O we can figure out. Chitara we can figure out. Battle Catman. Okay, Battle Cat. The most powerful cat in the universe is reinterpreted as Human Warrior Battle Catman with Thundercat style helmet. All right, that's messed up. I want to go find pictures of Battle Catman though now. All right, ladies and gents, if you are into the Motu Thundercats crossover, here is Battle Catman or Battle Cat Man. I don't even know how they would want to say that. 14,836 Wolverines 2024. Sounds like you better get catching up, man. That's a couple bucks to spend. Get on it. I have in my collection a set of Jurassic Park figures, just two of them. The Samuel L. Jackson character. Sorry, I got lost by not having the L there. I was like, wait, who's Samuel Jackson? Then I realized what was happening. And Malcolm, a friend of mine, got me them from Mexico to celebrate their anniversary of Jurassic Park. That is sweet, man. Congratulations. That's really cool. And Jurassic Park, man, I loved that movie. I saw the first Jurassic World, but I haven't seen any subsequent ones. Okay, anyway, there's Battle Cat Man. He's a little ridiculous, but I think that's half the fun. That was half the fun, was seeing the turtle stuff too. Like, I'm not into, I was going to actually jump in on that, but after seeing all the exclusives, I just decided, nah, it's not worth the fight. But look at that. Does that mean you can like switch the Mumra head? Hang on. Was that, and then you can switch him to Skeletor? Whoa, are we looking at basically the same figure? Just swap out everything? I think we are. Hold on, let me look at the arms again. I think so. I think they're basically just the same old, same old. That's kind of cool. That's a cool idea. Anyway, all right, I'll get out of there because we don't generally chat about that stuff. Let's see. Leatherface, Pretty Woman mask figure. That's adorable right there. If you want a pretty woman, we've got her right there, ladies and gentlemen. She's gorgeous. All right. Speaking of NECA, let's see here. Let's go through some of these shots. I don't even know what this is from. I have to give NECA all kinds of credit when it comes to the photos. Like, they shoot some really cool photos. And you love, like here, what they probably did was put a monitor behind the character. They were able to shoot from the waist up. The one thing about a monitor is when you don't have the ground set up just right, then you can't really shoot the feet. So one thing that I would probably do is take a monitor and then put a mirror below the figure so that you get a direct reflection of the figure and the monitor in the mirror, and then the figure or the image could look a little more complete. But something else you'll be able to do is if you use the monitor style system, you put up a background and then you just build a dio in front of the background. And I don't mean like a full on dio. I mean, just put something on the ground so it looks like they're walking in that world, and maybe add a couple other things and you're good to go. That's one of the reasons I'm so excited about getting a monitor in my office. Yeah. Oh, that's twisted. That's wait a sec. Okay, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's an armadillo. That's an armadillo, folks. Behold, me not knowing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's click on this. Yeah, I got to give it to NECA when it comes to the horror stuff for sure. Anton, he looks pretty awesome. I like the gauntlets. Yeah, yeah, Battle Cat Man. I have seen Jurassic Park and all the others, and that was one of the first movies I saw twice in the theater. Nice. Jo, so many talented people at NECA, but the business end is making us sad. I suspect that the head office are artists of BS. Yeah, the front office in a lot of these companies, it's difficult because you've got basically money people, and money people don't know what fans really want, and they don't know much about the art side of things. So what ends up happening, like in the movie industry, I think is probably the best example. When you've got the right money people, the right mix of money people with the artists that are producing whatever it is, the movie, let's say, then great things happen because the money people know, okay, this part is important. The artists have us convinced that we need to do this. But the money people also say, hold on, hold on, hold on. This seems a little insane. Let's back it off a little bit. So that just seems to happen in all kinds of entertainment, whether it's action figures, whether it's movies, all the things. It's always you need a balance. You can't have just creatives running the show because nothing would get done. And you can't have just business people running the show because then nothing entertaining would get done. Levelhead, the original Texas Chainsaw is certainly worth watching. Just be aware that it's pretty hardcore. I would have no problem with that. I'm okay with that stuff. I just was never the horror movie guy. That's why every Damien Leon needs a Phil Falcone. I don't know. Oh man, why don't I know that reference? I should know that reference. Oh, I'm bad people now. I feel like I should know that reference, and yet I am being the bad nerd that you all know I am. Okay, let's get out of here. Last Ronin, Night Watcher, Casey Jones. Speaking of more NECA, the Last Ronin, the Lost Years, huh? I saw this picture, or I saw one of these pictures. I'm not sure it was this one, but I didn't go any further. I just knew it was Last Ronin, so I don't really collect Last Ronin. So I didn't keep going when it came to looking at it. But it's kind of freaky. I wonder, they got to redo some of this stuff for the regular line, right? Like I know they're making a Casey Jones, or they have made a Casey Jones for the Last Ronin line. Is this basically a recolor with a few added parts? This is me not knowing things. Terrifier's director and producer. Got it. Okay. Thank you, EJO. Spaded one. OG Texas Chainsaw is surprisingly tame. Huh. All right. All right. I mean, I'm good either. I'm good with tame or insane. Like one of the fun parts about watching a gory movie, even when we're talking about Deadpool, right? Is it almost gets to the point of just hilarity because of how nasty they try to make it. So I'm not at all against that kind of thing. All right, we've got a Winter Soldier spaded one, another hot toy. Oh, and he's the artisan edition. And I don't know that you can skip out on the artisan edition. This is me being a bad person, obviously. That's not a terrible likeness. It's kind of a mix between Sebastian Stan and Joaquin Phoenix. Now that's more Sebastian Stan there. I don't know. It's got kind of a it's Sebastian Stan with just a touch of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing with it. Still, I mean, Hot Toys is amazing. Like I can't throw down at all with the looks of these things because I might sit here and I might say the face doesn't look 100% to me, but that's way better than anybody else is going to do. EJO, gotta go put in an order at BBTS. Have a good night. You too, EJO. EJO. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully, you get to tell us what your order is next time. Yeah, this stuff's cool. But see what I mean? Like I'm looking at this right now and I'm seeing just a touch, like the faintest hint of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker in there. Like overall, we're getting Sebastian Stan for sure, but it's just the smallest hint. It's weird. It's weird, I say. Anton, Last Ronin is really good book. I got my graphic novel autographed when I bought at Comic Con. I did make a nerd cry. That's awesome when you bought it at Comic Con. That's awesome, Anton. Congratulations. I did read it. I love the story. It's just you got to find those spots in your collection where you're like, okay, what am I not going to collect so I can collect this? And so that was part of it. Is I was starting on Last Ronin and I love my Raphael, but I thought, okay, I'm going to stick to Mirage for now and we'll see how things progress in the future. But yeah, Last Ronin, the comic is incredible. The figure that I have is incredible. So yeah, I have no complaints when it comes to Last Ronin. All right, let's get out of Sebastian slash Joaquin. Origins, more Texas Chainsaw. You know what? We did not talk about this the other night. And I feel kind of bad about it because it was the first thing that was even listed when I put up the thumbnail. We have a Flava Flav from McFarlane Toys, which is insane. Now, 12 points to get some basic posing done. Retail is $24.99 with a ship date of March 25th. Now, I don't even know if it's still available. I should probably check that. But does anyone know, is this the start of a Music Maniacs line that McFarlane's going to start doing? Because it's 6 inch. And so I'm also wondering if this is 6 inch, is this going to work with some of the other stuff I have? And is McFarlane who we're going to count on to do some classic music, folks? Is McFarlane who's going to make us a Bob Dylan? Are they going to make us a Michael Jackson? You know, I mean, they don't have tons of stuff, but I have to say, I'm probably like, this isn't a line that I'd go all in on, but if it were the right musician, I think I'd probably be okay with them just coming with a stand and a mic or whatever appropriate accessory they would have. Just because musicians basically, like, if you get somebody playing the guitar, you know that they really only have to be in one pose, either just playing like mad or swinging the guitar at somebody, or maybe a third pose could be like smashing the guitar on the ground. But yeah, this is the first thing McFarlane's done in quite a while that has me kind of thinking, I kind of want to see what else he's going to do with this. Anton, the Winter Soldier Captain America movie was one of the best. It was, yeah, for sure, Anton. It was one of my favorite movies in the MCU without a doubt. All right, folks, we're coming up on 8 o'clock my time. So let's give it another 5 minutes and then we'll close it out at 8. And then we'll catch you guys here again this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, we still have 5 minutes. Who's got anything else they want to add to the whole chat? Because Flava Flav, he's only got so much flavor. Marvel Legends reveal stream, Robocop. Oh, the villains of old Detroit. Hang on, hang on. Ah, 110 scale. Still, the villains of old Detroit. Oh my gosh, they've got Red Foreman. I do want to look at these real quick, even though we're looking at 1/10 scale. Whoa. Okay, what's going on here? That's not at all what I clicked. Clarence, here we go. So it's been that guy was nuts. He just laughed all the time. There we go. I mean, come on. That is Red Foreman for sure. And yes, I know he was kind of the villain, or he was the villain. What's his name? Kurtwood Smith, right? Yeah, those look kind of good. And it's a new company. Hang on, let me look at what they're called again. Clarence Boddicker. RoboCop, The Villains of Old Detroit by JFS Toys. So what's going to happen there is people are going to need to get them to decide whether or not JFS Toys knows what's up. Someone needs to do a series of David Bowie figures. Ziggy Stardust. Oh, you know what? David Bowie could be his own series, couldn't he, Harry? I wasn't even thinking about that. Let's see. Well, he made Elvis. Why not? I forgot about that. Did I even know? Actually, you just said that. I'm trying to figure out, did I even know about the McFarlane Elvis figure? I just want to see. I want to see what else he does with that line. I think he could have. I think that could be sweet. You know where like my music tastes are way back, like way in the before times. Like I would love a Ray Charles figure. That would be amazing. Or like a Billie Holiday would be awesome. Elvis, yes, we need all those old school jazz. We need the old school rock and roll people, all those. I would have a blast with a line that just focused on those things. That would be sweet. And of course, I'd also have a blast with a line that focused on some of the more modern stuff, but not too modern. Not the not the manufactured sound that I tend to hear on the radio these days. Anton, well, gotta go, guys. The last of the Time Lords is out. Anton, have a great night, man. Thank you for stopping by. It's really appreciated. We'll catch you on the next one. Whew. All right. I'm going to start closing out some of these windows. And I'm going to call it, folks. I appreciate everybody coming in to hang out this fine evening. It's always a blast when you show up, even when I don't necessarily have a topic. You never know where the chat's going to go. So thanks again. Have fun and happy snapping. I'll see all of you next time. See ya.